What's up, guys? Welcome to the first official reaction video on this channel. Today we are going to be reacting to Which Monster Could Survive Sam and Dean Winchester by Movie Critics Club. I'll have a link down below to the original video. But before we get started, if you guys like reaction videos and you guys would like me to continue making these videos, please comment down below and let me know. And without further ado, let's get into this.
What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to another Supernatural video. Now, in my last video I did slashers versus Sam and Dean Winchester, and I thought for a part 2 of this Sam and Dean Winchester versus series, I'll just throw in monsters, like the Ring Girl from The Ring, Pennywise from It, Lucifer Morningstar from Lucifer, Count Orlok from Nosferatu. So yeah, this video is going to be pretty jam-packed, and so without further ado, which monster from this list can survive Sam and Dean Winchester? And right off the bat, let's start with the Ring Girl from The Ring. So for those of you who haven't watched this movie, let me just give you a brief summary without me spoiling it. So there's a cursed tape, and if you watch it, you basically have 7 days left to live. And in the show, if you want to survive, you have to show the tape to someone else, passing the curse onto them. But that obviously means you'd be dooming another person to the same fate, which most people refuse to do because of guilt, like who wants to just pass somebody else death. And to be honest, if I watched it, I would just take the L. I wouldn't pass it to anybody. Also, in the movie, the Ring Girl was actually never caught or killed. But could Sam and Dean Winchester...
Okay, low key, I kind of feel like he's lying here because if you knew that you had to pass the curse on to survive, I don't think he would literally just sit there and die and take the L. I think he was just saying that to make people feel better. I think he would for sure pass the curse on to somebody else because I don't even think that he would take the L here. Like, I for sure believe that he would pass the curse on so he could survive, but that's just my opinion on that. Comment down below if you guys would pass the curse to somebody else or if you guys would just take the L.
stop the Ring Girl. Now, Sam and Dean have actually dealt with something very similar to this cursed tape. If you guys remember, in Supernatural Season 3, Episode 2, there was a cursed rabbit's foot. Essentially, whoever picked it up was granted incredible luck. Like, if you bought a lottery ticket, you would automatically win the highest amount possible. But if you lose the rabbit's foot, your luck turns into the worst thing imaginable. Like, we're talking Final Destination levels of misfortune, or something as small as, I don't know, tripping over a shoelace could even cause your own death. So the cursed tape in The Ring functions in a very similar way. I mean, instead of touching it, you have to watch it, but the end result is still unavoidable death. So how do we stop the Ring Girl from ever hurting anyone again? Simple. Sam and Dean would track down all the cursed tapes, including any copies that were made, because in the film there were copies that were made, and perform a ritual similar to the one that they used to destroy the rabbit's foot. In that episode, Bobby helped them find a way to burn the foot in a ritual that nullified the curse permanently. The same logic would kind of apply here. Find the tapes, perform the right spell or ritual, and destroy them along with whatever spirits are bound to them. Or if that's not enough for you, they find the Ring Girl's remains because she's a ghost and salt and burn them. So yeah, GG. In my opinion, this is just another day for Sam and Dean Winchester, like a typical Tuesday morning. Next.
Okay, I really like the point that he made here where also the Ring Girl is just a ghost, so they could actually like go find her bones like they do in like near damn every episode and like literally just go burn like the bones and basically destroy the spirit. If you guys have seen Supernatural, which if you're watching my channel, you probably have. Also, I really do like that he compared the episode to the rabbit's foot thing, to the lore behind that, where they literally could just find the tape and do the same purification ritual, which they did for the rabbit's foot. So I really think that was a really smart point that he made up, and I also think that the Ring Girl would stand no chance against Sam and Dean Winchester because again, she is also just a ghost. But comment down below if you guys agree with our opinions, and yeah, guys, let's get into the next monster.
We have Pennywise from It. Now, right off the bat, I feel like this would be a pretty easy fight for Sam and Dean, considering that the ones who originally took down Pennywise was a group of literal children named the Loser Club. Yeah, you heard that right, the Loser Club. So if the Loser Club can beat Pennywise, who says Sam and Dean Winchester can't beat Pennywise? Let's be real. But I mean, there is kind of one small problem in that scenario, which is Sam Winchester is absolutely terrified of clowns. And since Pennywise has telepathic
That is true. That is something that I was gonna say. Sam is like afraid of clowns, which would also come into play here because Pennywise feeds off of fear. So he would realize that Sam is afraid of clowns and he would use his original appearance to basically terrify Sam enough to where he's like not able to do it. But I also think at the end of the day, if you have seen another supernatural episode, Sam actually faced his fear and killed the two clowns, but he was also still like kind of terrified with it too. But yeah, I do think that Sam and Dean Winchester could take down Pennywise just because a group of children, like literal children, like he said, took down Pennywise in the first place. So I do agree with him on this because I feel like this would just be like kind of collapse for Sam and Dean Winchester.
Abilities, he would 100% pick up on that fear immediately and exploit it. Like, fear is Pennywise's weapon of choice, and having access to Sam's deepest phobia literally give him an early advantage right off the bat. However, I mean, let's be real, this wouldn't last long at all. With Dean by his side, Sam would just be forced to face the fear head on. And once that happens, Pennywise's power over him would just absolutely start to crumble. So in the movie It has shown time and time again that fear only makes Pennywise grow stronger. But overcoming that fear takes away his hold, as we've seen in the movie. So the moment Sam stands his ground and shakes off the fear, Pennywise's fear advantage completely disappears. Now, since we're using supernatural lore primarily in this video, we know that Pennywise isn't just some demonic clown like Art the Clown. He's a shapeshifter. Like, when I look it up on Google, it says that he's a shapeshifter alien. That's the first thing that pops up, because in my opinion, it's kind of hard to tell what Pennywise is. I mean, let's just be real. And in Supernatural, shapeshifters are killed with silver. So really, all Sam and Dean have to do is pull out a silver blade or load up on some silver bullets and just aim for the heart. Once that's done, Pennywise is completely cooked. Like, at the end of the day, while Pennywise might start with the upper hand due to Sam's clown phobia, this fight honestly would even be over before it really even begins. But let's face it, if a bunch of kids could take down Pennywise, as I already said, then the freaking Winchester brothers would wipe the floor with him. So yeah, this is 100% a kill, easy peasy. Here is
Okay, yeah, again, like I said, I knew it was like gonna be pretty easy because again, I also like the fact how he brung up the fact that Pennywise is literally what it says up there is like a shapeshifter demon. So they've literally killed shapeshifters and demons. So and a group of children literally killed Pennywise. So I feel like this would be easy collapse. I agree with him on that. I feel like Sam and Dean Winchester would wipe Pennywise. But comment down below if you guys agree with our opinions and let's get into the next monster. Oh, also before I get into the next monster, I also did want to mention that he did literally prove my point about how if Sam just overcomes his fear like he's done before, it wouldn't even be a challenge. Like Sam and Dean would both like wipe because once Sam figures out that he's using his clown fear, he'd literally just lock in and not like let Pennywise terrify him. Let's get into the next monster.
when things actually start to get very, very interesting. Here we have Lucifer Morningstar from Lucifer. Lucifer Morningstar in Lucifer is definitely a different kind of challenge compared to the typical monsters Sam and Dean face, because he's literally Lucifer, just in a different alternate universe. So the supernatural version of Lucifer, who is a dangerous, and I mean dangerous, and nearly unstoppable being, this version of Lucifer is more of a morally complicated character. He's the devil, but he's trying to live a somewhat normal life on Earth. In Supernatural, Lucifer is literally the complete opposite. He wants to destroy Earth. But in Lucifer, he's a celestial being who becomes immortal when he's around Chloe Decker, a human detective. Yeah, that's right. His divine strength and immortality are tied to his emotional attachment to Chloe, meaning if he's around her, he can be harmed, even killed, but not fully killed, only just brung back to hell, except he couldn't get out since he lost his wings. Though, I mean, this is the key to defeating him, really, essentially. Sam and Dean most likely would use this knowledge to their advantage if they ever figured it out in the first place. However, getting to that point, in my opinion, would not be easy at all, because this is a battle we're talking about. Lucifer is extremely intelligent and could figure out their plan before they even strike. Plus, there's the issue of Chloe again. She might not be willing to let Sam and Dean use her as bait to take down Lucifer. Since Chloe practically loves Lucifer and knew that if Sam and Dean were after Lucifer, I mean, in my opinion, I feel like she would stay far away as possible from Lucifer until Lucifer resolves this problem with Sam and Dean and then goes back to his lovey-dovey life. So yeah, this one is where it does, in fact, get really interesting. But in my opinion, if Lucifer ever knew that Sam and Dean were coming after him, he would just hide Chloe. Because even him himself knows that he's vulnerable around her. So I feel like he would just completely leave her 100%, leave town, bait Sam and Dean into coming into that town, and then just eliminate them. So yeah, honestly, I think Lucifer Morningstar is going to kill Sam and Dean Winchester alone. Next, we have...
Okay, I'm gonna say on my thoughts about this, I think that, like I was saying before, I feel like that since Sam and Dean Winchester literally killed the Lucifer of their like universe and stuff like that, I don't think that this Lucifer would be that much of a challenge, considering the fact that they literally would just probably use the Archangel Blade like they did to kill their Lucifer. I feel like I don't really agree with his opinion on the fact that that Lucifer would kill Sam and Dean just because of Chloe, because I feel like they would use Chloe as like a trap for Lucifer, and I feel like because they know that Lucifer is not like gonna just leave Chloe if she's in danger. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, if you've seen Lucifer, you know that Lucifer would do anything for Chloe. So that's like basically his queen, like, kind of, if you really think about it. But I'm just saying that I don't really agree with this because I feel like they use Chloe as bait. But comment down below if you agree with me or if you agree with him. Let's get into the next monster.
Count Orlok from Nosferatu. Compared to the kind of vampire Sam and Dean have faced in Supernatural, Orlok is kind of... what do you say? Underwhelming. Now, let's break this down. Orlok follows the classic vampire weaknesses. Sunlight straight up obliterates him, which is how he dies in the original Nosferatu film, and in the new one too. Which, by the way, oh my god, the new Nosferatu movie was amazing. If you guys haven't seen that, definitely check it out. That's a 10 out of 10. The visuals were, oh my goodness gracious. Orlok also has all the standard vampire traits like super strength, an insane thirst for blood. I mean, in the new one, oh my god, he was like horny for blood, literally horny for blood. But there's one major difference between Orlok and the supernatural vamps. Orlok is more of a plague spreading demonic entity rather than the physically indestructible fanged monsters that Sam and Dean typically hunt. And that kind of actually makes him easier to kill, to be honest. So how would the Winchesters handle him, you may ask? A simple decapitation. Now, we have Chucky from...
Okay, what I want to say is I haven't seen those movies and I don't know very much about that character, but they've killed a bunch of vamps and stuff like that in their universe, so I feel like it would be easy wipes for that vampire, considering like what he just said. So I agree with him, the fact that they would just, behead him like they do to all the vamps in their universe. So I feel like that'd be easy claps for Sam and Dean. But comment down below if you agree with me and him. Yeah, guys, let's get into the next monster.
Child's Play. Now, you guys might be thinking, Chucky? Easy peasy for Sam and Dean Winchester, 100%. Honestly, I don't really think so. Like, he might seem like an odd threat compared to some of the more powerful supernatural beings Sam and Dean usually face. Don't underestimate him. He's still very dangerous. Like, the twist with Chucky is that his soul is trapped inside a doll, which makes him tough to kill by regular means. Like, he's a miniature 2 foot 1, I don't even know the dimensions or how tall he is. Like, he's very, very, very small. He's like a doll. Chucky can also transfer his soul into other dolls, which makes him very persistent and a terrifying monster to get rid of. Like, he's literally a mosquito. Like, actually. They're practically the same size and equal in annoyance. So that's why Chucky, low-key, presents a unique challenge for Sam and Dean, but since he's a human soul bound to a doll, typical methods for dealing with spirits would be like salt, iron, or just burning his remains would just instantly kill him. But however, getting to him is the tricky part, because as we know, Sam and Dean want to save as many people as they can, so they don't want Chucky just going on a rampant killing spree while they go search for the bone. No, they at least want to trap him and make sure he doesn't kill anybody. As I've already mentioned countless times, his size and his ability to hide or sneak around places where the Winchesters might not expect is just literally annoying. Again, as I just said, I know I keep saying again, but he's literally a mosquito. Sam and Dean would need to try to trap him in a salt circle to prevent him from escaping, but then again, they would need to have a really, really, really small circle. And also, by the way, Chucky has normal adult strength as a doll. So Sam and Dean might low-key underestimate him. Actually, they probably wouldn't because, but I mean, who knows? It's a cute little doll. They might think it's cute, but eventually, yeah, they're definitely.
Okay, so my opinion on that is I think, like I've said before, that I feel like Sam and Dean would clap Chucky just because they've dealt with entities like way more powerful than a doll with like adult strength, if you get what I'm saying. And I feel like that even if they couldn't like figure out a way to stop him, if we're adding like lore weapons in here and stuff like that, they could just use the Colt. But yeah, if we're not, then I still think that Sam and Dean would clap. But yeah, guys, let me know down below in the comments if you like this style of content. And if you did like this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on your post notifications so you don't miss another upload. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.